and welcome to smART, the show where we investigate art. Today I'm at the Corpus Christi Youth Club in West Belfast. So hi guys, my name is Victoria and we're going to be learning all about mosaics today, but before we do that I want to get to know you a little bit more, so can you tell me about your club and some of the stuff you do here?
We're Corpus Christi, based in Ballymurphy, and some things we like to do is play pool, ping pong, go on lots of trips and football and stuff.
So what art do you do and what do you like about it so much?
I do a GCSE in art in my school, and the reason why I like art is because you have unlimited imagination, you can do anything you want.
So what are you excited to learn about today?
I would like to learn about the different types of mosaics and what time period they date back to.
And why do you think people make mosaics?
Mosaics can have an historical meaning behind them or show important people or symbols.
So how long do you think mosaics last?
If they're made of glass or stone, I think it would last longer for both of them.
Now, I actually happen to know an artist who specialises in mosaics and she's going to come down and talk to us. So guys, this is Dawn and she is a mosaic artist. So I know that we're going to get into mosaics a little bit later on, but we actually have a few questions for you first. So give her your questions, guys.
Are there different types of mosaics and styles?
There's so many different types and styles now because we've thrown that rule book out the window. It's very much about freedom of expression and the individual artist. It's also about where the mosaic's going to go. So is it going to go into a public space? Is it going to go into a house, a hotel, a restaurant, a garden? It's a great way to bring people together and people get a lot of fun out of it as well. But the good thing about it is it will be there for a very long time if it's done right.
What materials do you need to make them?
Well, for modern mosaics, we've kind of thrown the rule book out. So we literally will use many different things. So you can use the classical materials like stone and marble, but glass is very common. But I have used things like beach vines, so pebbles and shells, even sort of like rock hard seaweed on the beach.
What's the most enjoyable part of making a mosaic?
Many parts of it. Probably the thing that I enjoy most about it is that I'm actually a very impatient artist. If I paint, I can't do it quick enough. If I mosaic, it dictates the pace that I work at, so it's slow. And you do it piece by piece by piece. So I find it very meditative and therapeutic.
What are we going to be making today?
Well, you're going to make a mosaic bowl, each of you. So I've got the bases for it and I've got a selection of really beautiful tiles, and you can arrange them in any way that you want. It's up to you to make it your art. Lay this out, okay? All we're doing is protecting the table. What I'll do first of all is show you a mosaic I made. This is a salamander. The ancient mariners, the seamen, used to actually carry little salamander icons with them as good luck because they came from South America, the salamanders, and the Incas used to believe that they had the power to put out fire on ships. This one I've started. So you can pass that around. And this is your double-wheeled nippers, okay? I have some goggles with me. Don't cut for anybody else, cut your own tiles, okay? Place the tile into the middle of the two blades. Somebody may not have goggles on. I put my hand over it. Just as a wee safety measure, I'll do that so that it won't fly off. You can use quite a variety of glues, but we're going to use silicone. Do try and put a tile beside a tile, okay? So when you're working, I've worked from the centre out. And there's different colours, okay? So there's white, there's a couple of blue. Okay, and have a good look at them. It's quite easy if you theme it on a colour. So we've already sorted out the tiles. We've got them all washed and taken off underwater. They're all sorted, you're ready to go. Remember that you want to apply the adhesive, okay, to the back of the tile, okay? This is called the direct method. The other way is to actually do an area, but you need to work quickly because the minute this is exposed to the air, it wants to set and go rock hard. So it's time to get stuck in and do your own creative mosaic.
Where did mosaics come from and what were they used for?
More than 3,000 years ago, mosaics were made, but it's really through the Greeks and the Romans that we understand mosaics. And the Romans, they used them a lot in their buildings for their floors and their walls. And because they also invented cements and mortars, which are basically the glues that hold them all together, that means that they've lasted right until today, and that's why there's so many of them in existence. That's true. Well done.
Is there any examples of mosaics in Belfast?
There's the famous fish down by the river, the city centre there, and then obviously if you go into, there's some churches. So St Anne's Cathedral have very famous mosaics in it, made by actually two women mosaicists in the 1930s. And then Clonard Monastery, there's beautiful mosaics there. A lot of public art, a lot of community public art now involve mosaics. So you'll find pieces of artwork around Belfast done by local communities. This is the final stage. I'm going to just do a little demonstration of how you grout the mosaic. And all you do is get a bit, okay, onto your card and literally spread it and push it in. Okay, so shall we get started? Yep. Okay, let's go.
My favourite part of making a mosaic is cutting the tails because it was fun.
And like you can be creative and use your imagination.
I was supposed to do like an ocean, but then I realised that there was so much colours and beauty, so I done like a flowery water thing. It would be floating on the water.
I put a butterfly in the middle because I was like really nervous when I started to do this group, and it's about spreading your wings and flying and just getting to know each other and having fun.
The hardest part was putting down the tiny tails because you needed patience.
The hardest part for me is like making the centerpiece. I really like art because it's fun and you get to express your feelings and what you're going to do.
Well, that's all from us at smART today, but if you're interested in finding out anything more about mosaics, why not search online for any classes or workshops in your local area. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep on investigating.